what they play on is the eternal separation from your loved ones.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, because your loved ones, even if they weren't Jehovah's Witnesses, will come back in the resurrection, but you won't.
Not only that, they teach you that your loved ones will forget you ever existed.
That's right.
Right, because that way they won't miss you.
I remember I was at a Sunday talk one time, and the guy read a poem that a mother wrote to her son. And one of the things she said was, if you don't repent and come back, not only will you die, I'll forget you ever existed.
That's right.
Oh my.
That's absolutely true.
Really?
The mother said that to her son.
And that's that was one of the moments I remember thinking,
flesh
holy
and blood.
shit, something's not quite right here.
You had your what the fuck moment.
Yeah, it was one of those what the fuck moments. Like,
It's one of those this religion sucks moments.
Yeah.
Well, like,
I mean, how cruel. Now, you know, here's another thing that I actually saw them do one time, and I've never heard of anybody else doing this before. But sometimes the elders, the power goes to their heads, okay, and they think that they can actually play with other people's immortality. There was an elderly sister in our congregation. Her name was Elizabeth Dundor. She was one of the quote unquote anointed. She was a Bible student when Charles Taze Russell was still alive. Okay, she was really, really old.
That's old school.
She had whiskers coming out of her chin. She was the cutest little old lady ever. But her mind was going. And she believed that she was back in the day of Charles Taze Russell, so she started bringing her old studies in the scriptures with her to the Kingdom Hall. Well, now, of course, what a lot of people know now is that the studies in the scriptures were eventually taken over by a break-off religion that still call themselves the Bible students to this day.
Or the
but the witnesses refer to as the evil slave.
right.
And the elders told her that she had to stop bringing Charles Taze Russell's writings with her to the Kingdom Hall because the evil slave was using those books now, but she couldn't comprehend because she was so old and she was living back in the 19th century, okay? And she did not stop bringing her old Russell, and these were original, like first editions from.
She was probably reading them all the time too.
Of course she was, and
That's enough
very
to make
very
someone
religious,
insane.
very spiritual woman. And the elders told her that if she didn't stop bringing the literature with her to the Kingdom Hall, that she was no longer allowed to partake of the emblems during the memorial.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
and they took away her anointedness. Okay, which
Right,
permanently
right.
separated her from her husband, who had already died and gone to heaven.
Oh, she was that hard.
How cruel is that?